are you looking at every day? If you would go into my room, all right, you would see my goals all over. You know exactly what I want when you walk into my room. Now, if I were to walk into your room right now, what would I see? Would I just see your bed, your nightstand, your TV, your closet, so on and so forth? And or would I go in your room, or would I see your goals, you know, pasted all over your wall? Or can I walk into your bathroom and your goals are written down on your mirror? Do you have a vision board? Okay. What's your lock screen? All right. What kind of images are you looking at on a day-to-day basis? You see, because these are the things that are going to help you, remember, increase and improve your belief system. All right. If you're only looking at, negative images all day, and images that don't empower you, and scrolling through Instagram and watching videos that don't bring any value into your life, you can't expect a life filled with abundance and freedom and all of these things that we want when you're not looking at the right images every day. Okay. If you don't have a vision board in your room that tells me what car you want, what house you want to live in, what places you want to travel to, the things you want to do for your family, then I know you're not serious about it. You gotta have something on a day-to-day basis that you can see every day that can remind you of what you are striving and working for every day. Okay. When you walk into my room, you see my goals. Okay, you see where I'm going. You already have an idea of what it is that I want because I have it all over my room. And I remember before I actually moved out here to Miami, in Arizona, that was when it was really intense. Right now I only have it in my room, okay, because I have roommates now. But back in Arizona, I had the whole apartment, so we had it all over the house, like in the living room, in the kitchen, in the bathroom, in both rooms. That we had a two-bedroom. We even had it in the laundromat, literally. We had it all over the house because we understood that we had to saturate our minds with the images of the things that we wanted. So we had cars, Rolls Royces pasted on the wall. We had the next level in our business that we wanted to get to pasted in our rooms. We had, the houses, we had the places we wanted to travel to. We had affirmations all over. We had little sticky notes that we had pasted on the kitchen all over. I am abundant. I am successful. I am earning $10,000 a month. I am earning $25,000 a month. I am the owner of a brand new 2021 Rolls Royce. We had all of these images, all of these words all over the house. And we saturated our mind with these images and these words because we understood that whatever we were going to see in our mind consistently is what was going to be brought to our physical reality in the next coming months. And guys, I promise you this, all right? And I want you guys to really listen to what I'm about to tell you guys. When I was living in Arizona, I was living in a very nice two-bedroom condo in Arizona. Very nice. Very grateful for it. Okay. And that was at the beginning of the year, from, about January to like about March is when I really was there. I was really there before that, but that's when I was like really there. I really officially went out there. And I was finishing up the lease there. And for those 3 months that I was there, we literally saturated our minds with nothing but, positive images of where we're going. And to think about it, I had an image of a penthouse in Miami on the beach, and now I'm living in it. And I would see it every day, and I would celebrate it every single day. Okay. I had an image of me earning $30,000 a month. Guess what? Now I'm earning that and more. I had images of having my own brand. Guess what? I have my own brand now. I have my own clothing. A lot of the images that I had pasted on my wall in that apartment in Arizona have already been brought to life and have already been brought to my reality. So what I want you all to understand is that I want you guys to take this serious. And after you guys finish listening to this podcast, don't just listen to it, okay? Don't just listen to it, but make sure that every single one of you guys actually go and apply this information, right? We talked about number one, the words that you speak and you hear. Okay, change the way that you're speaking and change the way that change the things that you're listening to. All right. But then number two, we're talking about the images now. If I were to walk into your room a week from now, am I going to see your goals pasted on your wall? Are you going to have a vision board? I want to be able to walk into your room and I'm like, okay, this person wants this car. They want to travel to this place. They want to live in this house. Okay, they want to do this for their family. They want to build schools over here. I want to be able to see your future in your room. I want to be able to see your future in your room because that's what's going to tell me where you're headed. Because now I know what you're seeing every day. And I know that it's only a matter of time before what you put into your mind shows up in the physical universe. And that's what I want you all to understand. Everything that I have today is because I consistently spoke about it. I consistently heard it, but I also consistently saw it every day with my eyes because of the images that I was seeing every day. Guys, it's part of my lock screen on my phone and my laptop. I do something called dream building every week. What's dream building? Sometimes I just go on YouTube for an hour and I just look at mansions, penthouses, my dream cars, countries I want to travel to, 5-star resorts, the best of the best stuff, like just dream building, seeing myself there. Wow, this is the lifestyle I'm gonna live. I'm so grateful. This is so dope. This is so cool. Yes, yes, yes. Give me more, give me more. I deserve this. I deserve this. Yes, yes, yes. Why? Because everything that you put on your mind, you can hold in your hands, guys. Very, very important. So that's the second thing that your belief system is made up of, which is the images that you look at every day. And then the last and final thing that your belief system is made up of is the emotions created by the environment you put yourself in. All right. Number three is the emotions created by the environment you put yourself in. Remember, guys, you are not a product of your environment. Your environment is a product of you. You are not a product of your environment. Your environment is a product of you. So the environment that you've created for yourself is the one that you have to get yourself out of now. Okay? Because you see, that environment that you guys are currently in, all right, might not be the one that you want. And it might not be the one that's going to help you get to where you want to go. Now, if you're listening to this and you have a great environment, great, improve it. All right, let's get this call started. We are ready to go. There we are. Grand Rising Familia. Happy Thursday, July 11th. I am super happy, super blessed to be on this call with all of you. I pray all of you are having a beautiful morning. Put a 111 in the chat box if you guys are having a good morning thus far. You guys are growing. You guys have been elevating this morning. You probably made money this morning already in your trading. You did your morning routine. You had your coffee. You had a good moment happen for you this morning, right? Blazes hitting. That's what I like to see, guys. I'm very blessed, very grateful, to be on this call with all of you guys. I pray that, God is blessing you guys abundantly and that you guys are getting everything that you guys asked for. Lighting looks good. Yes, I'm grateful when the lighting looks good. I'm very blessed, very grateful. So I pray that everybody is feeling good, feeling blessed. I hope that everything that you guys are touching is turning to gold. You're expecting miracles and you're getting miracles. That's what, life is all about. And, we have a really good training for us today. I pray that, this is going to be a really good call. For anyone who's new on these calls, we do these calls for free Tuesdays and Thursdays. I usually start them around 10:15-ish. I start them a little bit after 10 o'clock because, I usually finish up my morning routine around this time. So, if I ever start a little bit late, it's because I'm finishing up my morning routine and stuff, guys, just a heads up. But usually 10:15 is what I shoot for, to start it up. And, I always have a little podcast or a little something playing in the background while everybody gets in. But in the meantime, guys, send this out, to your friends, send it out in your group chats, copy the link, let everybody know, yo, we need you on today's call because today's topic is what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So this is going to be a really good training. I'm very excited about it. I know this is one that's going to touch a lot of people, and a lot of people are going to feel this one. So, I'm excited to be able to share these with you guys. I've had years of experience just teaching people the power of their mindset and how you can use it to your advantage. And at the end of the day, guys, if you're able to leverage your mindset to help you get to where you want to go to, trust me, the abundance, the amount of blessings that are going to flow into your life are absolutely incredible. So, send this out to a friend, share this with, a family member, a team member, somebody that you work with, and just let them know, like, yo, listen to this real quick. This is going to be a good training for you guys. And I'm really looking forward to it. But before we get started, real quick, and as we let everybody in, I just want to see, where's everybody calling in from? What cities, what countries are we at? Can you guys let me know in the chat box? Where's everybody, calling in from? This is perfect. What we're doing, Houston, recovering from hurricane. Yes, prayers for all my people out in Houston. My brother Jay Miles, love you, bro. Hope you're doing good. Prayers for those individuals out there. Let's see, we got New York in the building, we got Jersey, we got Finland in the building, we got Florida, Largo, Florida, New Jersey, St. Louis, we got Miami 305, we got more, we got Nigeria in the building. Let's go. We got San Antonio, we got Netherlands here on Instagram, LA, we got Cali, we got Chicago, Texas, Denmark in the building. Man, this is awesome. I love to hear all these different countries. More Florida. Let's go. We got Belgium. We got Belgium in the building. Let's go. Scottsdale, Houston, Texas. We got Toronto in here. Puerto Rico's in here. We got everybody in here. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Well, welcome, guys. We got Sweden in the building. We got Oakland in the building. What else we got? We got more Puerto Rico in the building. San Diego, one of my favorite places in the world. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. I'm super, super blessed and grateful to have people plugged in from all around the world. Let's have a great call. Let's get this started. So at the top of your paper, guys, I want you guys to write down, what doesn't kill me makes me stronger. Okay. What doesn't kill me makes me stronger. And, I wanted to do this training on this because, it's a saying that we hear a lot, right? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And, through life, we go through different situations, we go through different circumstances. And, at the end of the day, a lot of these things can't physically kill you. Okay. Which is amazing about it, right? Because imagine if they could, a lot of us would be dead because we would let our problems get the best of us. And we would probably, a lot of us, including myself, would probably be dead if I would have let the problems that have happened in my life get the best of me. But what I realize is that what doesn't kill you, actually, it does make you stronger. And, throughout life, every single one of us that are on this call, everyone watching on Instagram, everybody that's watching here on YouTube, everybody who's watching this recording, I want you to know that there is going to be a lot of challenges in life. Okay. Life is filled with those challenges. And, we're going to have seasons where we're going to be blissful and everything is going to be working in our favor and everything is going to be moving in the direction that we want it to move. And then there's going to be seasons where we're going to be challenged, where it's going to be hard. We're going to have obstacles. It's going to seem like, our prayers aren't being answered and, just things start to happen. And sometimes we don't understand why it's happening. But all we have to understand is that it's here to make us stronger. Okay. And, one thing that I've realized and I've changed my perspective on life when things happen to me is, no longer do I get mad. No longer do I get frustrated. No longer do I get sad when I'm being challenged in my life. Okay. I acknowledge it for what it is, but I realize that everything that is happening in my life is happening to make me a stronger version of myself. It's happening to make me the person that I need to become so I can be deserving of the things that I'm asking for. And I think that this is a perspective that we all need to start to embody, right? Everything that's happening in your life right now, whether it's a challenge, an obstacle, or something that is, currently may not be the best situation for you, whether you're struggling with a business, whether you're struggling in a relationship, with your health, whatever it is, okay, your finances, okay, everything is happening to make you a better person. Okay. It's not there to kill you, it's there to make you stronger. But it's not just stronger in terms of muscle. It's stronger when it comes to your wisdom. It's stronger when it comes to your resilience. It's stronger when it comes to your mentality. It's stronger in all of these different areas. And you have to learn to embrace those areas instead of run away from them, right? Because understand this, okay? You will always move in the direction of your focus. All right. You're always going to move in the direction of your focus. So, what are you focused on? Are you focused on the positive side of what's happening in your life, or are you focused on the negative side of what's happening? This is a very important thing right here. I'm going to repeat it again. You will always move in the direction of your focus. So, what are you focused on when things are happening in your life? What are you focused on right now on this Thursday, July 11th? Are you focused on the future? Are you focused on the positive side of things? Are you focused on, leveling up, becoming a better version of yourself, developing the people around you, growing in certain areas? Are you focused on that? Or are you focused on the things that are not happening for you? Are you focused on your past? Are you focused on your lack of success, your lack, right? Remember, you will always move in the direction of your focus, okay? So, what is your focus? Okay. And if you feel like if you're on this call and you're like, well, Nano, my focus hasn't been where I needed to be, then it's time to change your focus. It's time to shift your focus. And the beautiful thing about it is that you could be on this call, okay? You could be on this call and you could immediately shift that focus. Okay. Somebody asked me on Instagram, what do you say when there was a death in the family? Well, obviously, deaths in the family are difficult, and those are things that it's kind of more personal, right? A lot of things with deaths and families, those things are personal. And I feel like people with deaths and families, I've been there before. You kind of have to, if you have to grieve, you got to grieve, and if you need some time, you need some time. Is it something that I think that you should allow? I don't think that you should let it, affect you to the point where, it destroys you personally as an individual. I think you kind of, you grieve about it, you feel it. And when you feel like it's time to, move forward and start to move in a more positive direction, then you move at your pace, right? Everybody's going to be different based off of, what it is, right? But it's okay to grieve, right? It's okay to, feel for the people that were once in your life, right? I couldn't even imagine, losing, someone close to me. I don't even know what to say with things like that, So it's one of those things that I would always say to people, just move at your pace, right? Grieving is different for everybody. And some people will take it. I know people that, they'll use it as fuel and they'll go and work even harder. There's people that just got to stay at home and just grieve and be by themselves. And, everybody's going to take it different when it comes to that. But, to continue here, you got to always remember that and always keep that in mind, right? You're always going to move in the direction of your focus. Okay. So, regardless of what's happening in your life, you got to understand that. Now, this is something that everybody needs to understand. Okay. Your faith is only provable through action. Okay. Faith is only provable through action. Now, let me explain this really quick. When we go through things, right? God always says we got to have faith during the tough times. What is faith? Faith is believing in something that you cannot yet see, right? Faith is believing in something that you cannot yet see. So even though you can't see it yet, it's still having the belief that it's still going to happen for you. Okay. So faith, you can only prove that you have faith in what you want by action. Okay. You can only do it by action. That's the only possible way that you can prove that you have faith, is by continuing to work, continuing to show up, continuing to do what you're supposed to do, regardless of what's happening in your life. Because faith is important, right? In order for us to have faith, we got to get rid of what? Fear. It has to be faith over fear at all times. So when these challenges come into our lives, okay, we got to remember this. All right. Faith is only provable. You can only prove yourself through continuing to work. Okay. You got to keep working regardless. That's how you keep the faith. It's only provable through action. So, for example, in my business, I have a goal to become a seven-figure earner in my business. Okay, I've gone through challenges the last couple of years on my way to my seven-figure mark. Okay, but if you guys ever realize, I never stopped working. I've dealt with all the challenges that you can imagine. I've dealt with mental challenges. I've dealt with relationship challenges. I've dealt with leadership challenges, emotional challenges, spiritual challenges. Okay. But I proved my faith by continuing to work, by continuing to show up, by continuing to go and do my morning routine, by continuing to read the books, by continuing to show up for myself, right? You got to be able to keep the faith, right? Because the moment you lose faith, then that's where what happens? Fear starts to come in. And if you allow fear to come in, then you're allowing the enemy to come in. You're allowing the negative side of success to come inside and talk you out of whatever it is that you want. Okay. But you got to remember, you got to keep faith, because faith that hasn't been tested cannot be trusted. One of my favorite quotes of all times. Faith that has not been tested cannot be trusted. So we ask for something. All of us, we ask for things. We ask for more success. We ask for more money. We ask for a better lifestyle. The other day I was having a conversation with one of my leaders, and she was like, yo, Nano, I asked God for strength and he's challenged me so much. And I'm like, sis, that's why sometimes you got to be careful what you ask for. You ask to be stronger. So God, what he did was, boom, he put you in situations where you had to develop strength, right? You guys ask for more money. You ask for success. You ask for these things. Then we're going to see, okay, this is what you want. But here you go. This is now what you have to do to get that strength. This is what you do to get more money. This is what you need to develop in order for you to become a better business owner, become a better leader. Remember, when you ask for something, you also ask for the journey that comes with it. All right. So we ask for all of these things, which is amazing. There's nothing wrong with asking, but it's also understanding what comes with what you ask. Okay. It's the same thing when we ask for specific things, when we ask for a relationship, right? Some people say, yo, I want to date this kind of person. Well, dating that kind of person comes with specific things as well that you're going to have to deal with. Okay. There's always something that comes with what you ask for. And we got to keep that in mind. All right. So when you ask for success, when you ask for more money, when you ask for a higher position in your job, when you ask, you also ask for the journey that comes with it. And the thing is, the journey is usually an up and down journey, because you got to become stronger in certain areas in order for you to become that individual. So for me, Nano, I asked for 7 figures. I asked for a house for my mom and dad, right? I asked for a business that operates in over 20 different countries with over 5,000 members. You know what God is going to do? He's going to be like, okay, you want a team of 5,000 people in all these different countries. You want to become a better leader. You want to become a 7-figure earner. Here's the journey, Nano. I'm going to challenge you in this area. I'm going to challenge your communication skills. I'm going to challenge you here. I'm going to challenge you there. I'm going to challenge you there. And you know what I got to do? I got to embrace all of it because I asked for it. This is what I asked for. So I got to be willing to, when they come, if I get challenged when I get challenged in my communication, I got to look for the blessing in the challenge. When I get challenged in my leadership, I got to look for the blessing in the challenge. When I get challenged in my finances, I got to look for the blessing in them. I'm not looking for what's happening. I'm looking for the blessing in them. Okay. And the reason for it is because I asked for that. My sister Amber in the chat says, I've been challenged so much this year. Okay. But my sister, she says, Nano, I want to quit my job. Okay. I want to become a multiple six-figure earner, traveling the world, impacting people, so on and so forth. So guess what? Guess what? All year, my sister, she's been challenged. She's been challenged in specific areas in her life. You know why? Because that's what God does to grow people. He said, all right, Amber, you want to become a six-figure earner? You want to travel the world? You want to be a leader to many? You want to be able to quit your job and do your business full time? I need to improve you in these areas. I need to challenge you here. I need to challenge you there. I need to challenge you here, because what does it go? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And that's how we got to start to look at things. And all she has to do is keep the faith, right? Because faith that hasn't been tested cannot be trusted. And the fact is, she kept the faith. She's keeping the faith. And you know what she's proving? That she can be trusted. So every time you keep the faith, right? How do you prove that you're keeping the faith? Let me know in the chat box. One word. How do you prove that you're keeping faith in what you're doing? Let me know in the chat. I just want to know. I just want to see who's been paying attention. How do you prove you're keeping faith through the challenges? One word. Action. Action. That's how you prove it. By continuing to show up. By continuing to do the work. By continuing to do exactly what you said you would do. Okay? Because like I said, faith that hasn't been tested, you're going to be tested. You want this, right? Okay, here's the test. If you can't pass the test, that means you're not trusted yet. Can be trusted. You failed an easy test. How can you be trusted? You know what I'm saying? And that's what I've always realized. Like I see the things that God has put me through in the last year and a half, 2 years. And I'm like, sheesh. He's doing that to see if I could be trusted. Can Neno be trusted with everything that he's asking for? Can I trust Neno with 7 figures? Can I trust Neno with an organization of 5,000 people? Can I trust Neno with the things that he is asking me for? You know what? Let me put him through this. If you guys ever read the story of Job in the Bible, if you've never read that story, I highly recommend you to read that story. It's actually a great beginner story because it's easy to understand and it's easy to comprehend, and it's actually not hard at all. And the whole story of Job is about this individual that was tested incredibly, that God gave permission to the devil to test him. And throughout the whole entire process, this guy was one of the wealthiest people on earth. His name was Job. And the devil took away his family. It took away his home. It took away all his wealth. It took away everything. And while he was getting tested incredibly, he never lost faith. He always kept his faith in God, regardless of what was happening. When all his friends turned his back on him, when even his wife, when he lost his kids, when he lost all his wealth, he lost it all. But guess what? Because he kept faith, because he kept praying, because, like I said, through action, through his words, right? One of my favorite quotes of all time. You ever read something in the Bible? Yeah, and for my people who read the Bible, and I say this in respect to everybody, what you guys believe in, but you ever been reading the Bible and you read this verse that just jumps out and like smacks you in the face? That ever happened to you guys? That Bible verse for me was Job 5:17, okay, which basically states, blessed are the ones whom God corrects. So do not despise the discipline of the Almighty. So I'm going through one of the toughest times in my life when I'm reading Job, and I read this Bible verse, Job 5:17. And this and what it says is, blessed is the ones whom God corrects. So do not despise the discipline of the Almighty. And I'm reading it, and it almost felt like the page, that verse, it was like it jumped in my face and it just smacked me, boom. And it hit. I was like, blessed are the ones whom God corrects. It's the truth. We are blessed. If you're being corrected right now, you're blessed. If you're being challenged right now, you're blessed. If you've been challenged this year, you are blessed. Listen to the quote. Blessed are the ones whom God corrects. But the drama's in the details. Listen to the next sentence. So do not despise the discipline of the Almighty. Don't be mad. Don't be stressed. Don't be sad when you get challenged. You're blessed. It's all perspective. Remember, you will always move in the direction of what? You will always move in the direction of your what? Finish it in the chat for me, guys. In what direction do we move? Of our focus. We're always going to move in the direction of our focus, familia. That's where we move. So if we focus on the fact that we're blessed, then you're always going to be blessed. You got to understand that, okay? And this is something that we all got to remember. Listen to this, okay? We have a goal. We set a point A, which is where we are right now, but we also set a point B. You got to remember, family, right here, that the middle is the most important. The middle part is the most important part. I have a quote written down right here that says the middle is more important than the ending. And it is true. We know where we are right now. We know where we're going to want to go. So, but the middle, the journey is more important than the ending, because the journey is what makes us. You got to remember, okay? And listen to this. Write this one down. The journey makes you, the win exposes you. The journey makes you, the win exposes you. And it's the reality. You got to see. We got to see what you really wanted. The journey is what makes us. This is what makes us. You got to keep that in mind. We can't be who we want to be without the journey. And that is so key. That is so key. Remember, God blesses who you really are, not who you pretend to be. Sheesh. I remember when I first heard that one hit me like a ton of bricks. God doesn't bless, right? God blesses who you really are, not who you pretend to be. That is the real. That is the real. And understand, family, listen to this. Broken focus is the number one cause of failure. Broken focus. You can't lose focus on what you said you were going to do. You got to stay true to it. That broken focus is the number one reason for failure. If you're failing right now, if you're not getting to where you want to go to right now, it's because you have broken focus. You're all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're focused here, you focus there. And what do I teach you guys? Focus everywhere leads to focus nowhere. And God doesn't help those who aren't focused. Why would God help you? You're not focused. No, bro, I haven't been able to get to my goals. I haven't been able to do that. God doesn't help those who aren't focused. That's how it works. I'm sorry. That's how God works. If you're not focused, he's not going to help you. You got to meet him halfway. It's not going to be 80-20. He's not going to meet you 80% of the way and then all you got to do is 20. No, he has to meet you halfway. You got to meet him halfway and you got to stay focused. And unfortunately, you know what happens to people who are not focused? God limits them. God limits those who are unfocused. He's going to limit you because he's like, I can't give that to this person. I can't give you all this money. I can't give you all this success. I can't give you this team. I can't give you all this money. You're not focused. What am I going to give you this for if you're going to end up losing it anyways? So if you're wondering why you haven't gotten what you asked for, is because maybe you have broken focus. Well, then how do I get my focus in place? Focus on you. Focus on you until the focus is on you. One of my favorite quotes. I remember when I first heard that, I was like, wait, focus on me until the focus is on me? Okay, I'm going to do that. And it goes back to what I tell you guys every day. Focus on you. Take time every day to do your personal development, to get to the gym, to read a book, to write your goals down, to meditate, to do these things. Dude, I was watching this movie yesterday of one of the most famous surfers in the world. His name is Jerry Lopez. Bro, there's a documentary on YouTube. One of the best documentaries I've seen. I don't even like surfing. I mean, I think surfing is cool, but I watched this documentary of one of the greatest to ever do it. And I'm watching this thing, and bro, Jerry Lopez, one of the greatest surfers, he meditates, he reads, he journals, he does yoga, and he starts to relate it to how all the personal work that he does with himself relates to him surfing, and how they both it's called the yin yang theory, right? The yin and the yang theory. And the way he was able to mix and match both of them, and how he was able to take the lessons that he learned from meditation and yoga and becoming one with yourself, and then he would leverage it with surfing and becoming one with the wave, and how he was able to just, in the face of all turmoil and chaos, he was able to keep a solid mind and be able, but it was all about the focus that he would put on himself. Dude, he would isolate himself. He would go to Hawaii. No, he would go to Bali. He would go to Bali, and he built a tree house in an island by himself, and he would go there for weeks and literally isolate himself from everybody just to focus on him and on his skills. Just think about that. Imagine that. Imagine you go to a whole nother country, you build a tree house in a whole nother country, in a place where there's nobody there. You bring enough food for, let's say, a month, and you're just there alone. Just him, his treehouse, some food, and the waves. And he would go there just to focus on him. Just to focus on him and himself. And some of us, because we live, and look, guys, I know it's hard, because you're like, well, Nano, how can I ever do that? I live with my parents. I have kids. I have this. I get that. Trust me, I get that, because I've been there before. But you got to have to find the time, whether it's at night when everybody goes to sleep, or if it's early in the morning when everybody's still sleeping, right? You got to find the time to spend it in isolation so you can focus on you. Because you know what happens when you're not focused? Your family and your team and the people around you are limited, because you're the leader. You're the chosen one. You're the chosen one. And there's something called the law of the lid, which means you only grow, your people and the people around you will only grow as much as you grow. So not only are you doing yourself a disservice, you're doing the people around you a disservice, because you will only, remember, your people will only grow as much as you grow. And remember, you were the chosen one. You're on this call. If you're on this call, if you're listening to this on Instagram, you're listening to this on YouTube, you're watching the recording on this, I want you to know that you are the chosen one. You are the one that was chosen to hear this message, which means you are the leader. You are the leader of your family. You are the leader of your business. You are the leader of your relationship. You are the leader. Okay? So the people around you, your friends, your family, your kids, your significant other, they're only going to grow as much as you grow. You excuse me for telling you the truth, but it's the reality of the situation. My leaders will only grow as much as I grow. The name of the documentary, just look up the yin yang theory. Look up Jerry Lopez yin yang. It'll come up for sure. It's a fire documentary. Such a good documentary. I actually want to watch it again, and it made me want to learn how to surf. That's how fire it was. But listen to this though. You guys are ready for this? The enemy doesn't show up looking like the enemy. It shows up as a distraction. The enemy doesn't show up looking like the enemy. It shows up as a distraction. Be careful for the distractions. Be careful. It doesn't look like the enemy. It looks like the things that usually distract you. The Instagram, the scrolling, the girls, the boys, the drink, the blunt, the weed. It shows up as a distraction. Okay? Treat your distractions like the enemy so that they don't control you. Because we live in an era where it's a distraction-based era. There's distractions everywhere we look. As a matter of fact, our biggest distraction is in our pockets and in our purses at all times. One of our biggest distractions is our phones, believe it or not. That's probably our main distraction, family. Imagine that. Imagine knowing that your phone is your enemy. Low key. Not even low key, high key. Did you know that the average person spends 6-7 hours a day on their phone? 6 to 7 hours a day. That's on average. The other day I asked somebody, I'm like, yo, how much hours you spend on your phone? He was like, yo, I spend my daily average is 8 hours. I'm like, bro, do you understand that 8 hours a day, 7 days a week is about 50 to 60 hours that you're spending on your phone? It's a lot of time, bro. 50 to 60 hours a week. It's a lot of time. And mind you, this guy doesn't work from his phone or anything. Okay, he doesn't work from his phone. He doesn't make money from his phone. So to spend 8 hours a day on your phone is kind of crazy when you think about that. 50 to 60 hours a week, if you think about it at a month basis, on a month, we're looking at 200 to 240 hours of what? Time spent on your phone. Guys, did you know that we spend 1/3 of our lives sleeping because we sleep 8 hours a day? He may spend another 2/3 of his life on his phone if he doesn't make a difference and change. And I asked him, yo, how many books have you read this year? Can't tell me. Yo, show me your YouTube. Just music and distractions and this and that. How many hours have you meditated this year? He's like, what is meditation? How do I meditate? And then I start to realize that a lot of people are just lost in life, fam. You mean to tell me you spend 8 hours a day on your phone, but you don't have 10 minutes to read a book? You don't have one podcast on your YouTube history. You don't have 10 minutes to sit in silence. And you know what's the sad part? It is most people that are like that. Not you guys. We good. I pray that you guys are on this call listening to this and you're like, no, that's not me. Because I really hope that's not anybody that's listening to me on this call right now. I really hope that all of you that are here are at least taking time, at least 10 minutes a day to read a good book and at least listen. But the sad part is majority of the world around us is distracted heavily. But what people don't understand is this, guys, and what you guys are not understanding is the battle is already won. We already won. But look at what's the difference, right? We're just fighting every day to keep what's already ours. God already set it up for us to win. Did you know that? God already set it up for us to win. We're just fighting to keep what's already ours. The enemy's plan is to get us off track. Every time you get off track, you're letting the enemy win. What is that called? Drifting. We talked about it a couple of weeks ago. We talked about it last week, drifting. We already won. Our story has already been written. Did you know that? You know, I was listening to this audio the other day by David Goggins, right? He was like, yo, let's say, you know, when you pass away and your story is over, and you're on a line, right? And you're about to, you're about to meet God. And as you're going up, you go up to God, and God says, you know, you're this, you're that, you were a motivational speaker, you traveled to over 20 different countries, you impacted lives, you made millions of dollars, you did this, you did that, bah, 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 bah. And then you come up and you look at God and you're like, that's not me. That's not me. And God says, that was who you were supposed to be. But you let your fears, you let your doubts, you let your insecurities get the best of you. Why do you guys think that they say that the richest place in the world is the graveyard? You ever wonder why they say that the richest place in the world is the graveyard? Because that's where people go when they don't accomplish their dreams. You know how many dreams, how many technologies, how many things never got to become a reality? Because what? People were scared. They let fear get the best of them. A bunch of dreams never came true. You got to remember this, guys. This is so key. Always keep this in mind. Always keep this in mind. Everything you want is already yours. Everything you want is already yours. Remember, sight is for the eyes, the vision is for the heart. Sight is for the eyes, the vision is for the heart. As long as you have that vision, that feeling that you get, that's God proof to you that it's already yours. When I close my eyes and I see that vision and I feel those emotions in my heart, that's good. That's God's proof to me that it's already done. It's already mine. Don't let yourself be distracted. Don't let yourself go back into the past. Don't be a prisoner of your past. Be the architect of your future. That's what you got to be. Be the architect of your future. Don't be the prisoner of the past. The past will destroy you. The past is there to be a teacher, not for us to live in it. Don't live in your past, learn from your past. The past is our teacher. The present is our gift. And the future is our paradise. And we get to choose our paradise. I love that quote. Past is my teacher. The present is my what? My gift. And the future is my paradise because I get to create whatever paradise I want. So what doesn't kill me, it makes me stronger. The challenges that you're going through in life are not going to kill you. They're going to make you stronger. Everything is here to make you stronger. And there's always going to be distractions. But the person that knows where they're going knows exactly where not to go as well. If you know where you're going, you know not to be distracted by left, by right, by this person, by that person, by this thing, by that thing. You know where you're going. Why would you get distracted by those things? You know that thing is going to take you off course. Why listen to it? Why go there? And I've learned that over the years. And I had to have these kind of conversations with myself. That's why I have all of these things around me at all times. And I have the right people and I have the right environments around me that, at all times. That's why I'm always reading the right books. That's why I'm always listening to the right audios. That's why I'm always seeking mentorship. That's why I always do my morning routine. That's why I challenge myself. That's why I get in the gym. Can I be better at a lot of those things? Yes, of course. But, all of these things take time. And it's easier said than it is done. But we got to make a commitment to it. And remember that everything in life is here to make us better. It's here to develop us. It's here to make us stronger, not to destroy us. Okay, guys. So with that being said, that is my training for today. I really don't even have anything else to really cover. I hit all the notes. I hit everything that I wanted to say. And like I said, what doesn't kill you makes you what? Finish it for me in the chat. Everybody type stronger in the chat if you guys are ready to become stronger. If you guys are ready to become stronger in your faith, stronger in your determination, stronger in your focus, stronger with your resilience, okay? Stronger in all areas of your life. And just embrace it and learn to embrace it. Learn to embrace the challenges. Learn to embrace everything that's happening in your life. Because even when things are good, there's still things that are going to make you, but it is not there to kill you. It's there to make you stronger. And as long as you can gain that perspective from it, and you can remember, change your focus and look for the positive, that's what it is, right? Bob Proctor taught me this. He said, Nano, when any situation happens in life, you just do these three things. He said, number one, it is what it is, Nano. Can't do anything about it. It already happened, right? Number two, harvest the good. What is the good that is coming from this challenge and this situation? Grab the good. And then you know what you do, number three? You forgive and you let go of the rest. One of the best things that Bob Proctor ever told me was the 3-step system when any situation happens in life. It is what it is. Harvest the good, forgive and let go of the rest. I live by that now. I literally live by that. Anytime a situation happens in my life, I think about it. Then it is what it is. Okay, harvest the good. What's the good? Forget about what happened. It happened already. It happened already. So let's harvest the good. What's the good that's going to come from this? I'm going to become a better person with my finance. I'm going to become a better leader. I'm going to become better at relationship building. I'm going to become a better son. I'm going to become a better father. I'm going to become a better mother. I'm going to become a better this. You got to focus on the good that's going to come from it. And then forgive yourself or forgive the other person or whatever it is and let go of the rest. What do we say? Let go and let God do the rest. Let God take care of it. If it's something that somebody got to, if you feel like you got to get revenge on somebody, you're wasting your time, let God take care of it. Let God help you heal. Let God do the rest because he will. And honestly, guys, once I've embodied that mindset, it's changed my life. Anytime, literally anything happens in my life, Nano, it is what it is. Harvest the good, forgive and let go of the rest. Jesus take the wheel type vibe. And it's the truth. And if you can install that mindset and you can actually have that trust and you can actually understand to harvest the good and focus on only the good, then remember, whatever we focus on is going to grow. So, guys, that is my training for today. I hope you guys remember it. What does not kill us is going to make us stronger. And listen, you're either one of three people on this call. You're either going through a challenge right now, okay? You're either going through a challenge right now, you're going to go through a challenge, or you just came out of a challenge. You're either one of those three people. That's literally all it is, right? You're either going through one right now, you are going to go through one, or you just got out of one. We're all going to go through them, right? You know, if you're in a good place right now, eventually there's going to be a challenge that's going to meet you at some point here in the next week, month, year. We don't know when. Okay. If you just got out of one, guess what? You just came out of it stronger. I just recently got out of a challenge. And let me tell you, I'm stronger, baby. I feel good. And like it says in the Bible, John 13:7, you may not understand, right? You may not understand why I'm doing what I'm doing, but later you will. And it's true. You may be going through a time right now where you don't understand why it's happening. But I promise you, later you will. I'm in the place now of the quote where I say, sheesh, I understand now. But while it was happening, I didn't. So just always keep that in mind. God is in your corner and we are doing amazing things. If you guys got value from today's call, give me some 555s in the chat. If you guys got value from today's call, that's my training. Again, thank you guys so much. I do these calls. Yes, these calls get saved. You can watch them all over again. I do these calls for you guys so you guys can learn from my perspectives. I want you guys to know that I'm on the journey with you guys. Don't let the nice office and the merchandise and the mornings with Nano. Don't let none of that stuff fool you guys. All right, guys. I'm just blessed that God has given me a platform where I can share my experiences and my knowledge, not even my knowledge, just his knowledge, just his wisdom. I give him all the glory. None of this, was me. It was him that did all of this for us. He put this platform together for us. He set up YouTube for us, the Instagram for us. He set up all these notes and all these books. He did all of this for us so that we can receive, guys. So make sure you always give thanks. And that's really what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to just, do a little prayer for us on just gratitude. I'm not even going to ask for anything. We're just going to say thank you. We're going to say thank you to the higher power for everything that he's doing for us, because he is the man and he's been taking care of us. So everybody bow your heads, quick prayer. Father, Lord, we thank you so much for allowing us to wake up on this beautiful Thursday morning. We are all so blessed with your presence and your grace. We are thankful for everything that you're doing for us each and every single day, Father. We are thankful for our health. We're thankful for our families. We're thankful for the challenges that you have put in our lives. We understand that you only give your toughest battles to your toughest soldiers, and we are your toughest soldiers. And we understand why we're going through the challenges that we go through, because we got to grow, we got to elevate, we got to become better, and we got to become strong enough to continue to build the kingdom. And we understand it more than ever, Father. So if we ever complained, if we were ever sad, if we were ever down, forgive us for it. We are thankful for it all. We're thankful for the food. We're thankful for the roof over our heads. We're thankful for this community. We are thankful for everything that you do for us in life, Father. We don't take any of it for granted. So from the bottom of our hearts, and I speak on behalf of the hundreds on this call, we are all very thankful and grateful and appreciative for all that you're doing for us. Thank you for all the blessings, and thank you ahead of time for all the blessings that we will receive for the next 6 months. We love you and we appreciate you. In God's name we pray. Amen. 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 Can everybody just type an amen and a thank you in the chat box so that we can put it out in the universe? We can put it out, the energy that we are thankful and we are blessed, because like Job 5:17 says, blessed are the ones whom God corrects. And we are all very blessed for everything that God has done for us. We're blessed for the challenges. We're blessed for everything. There's nothing better than the life that we live today. So I'm so blessed. I'm so grateful. Find the beauty in the challenges, guys. There is beauty in the struggle. I promise you. And I'm here with you. Okay. I'm here with you every step of the way. I'm here every Tuesday and Thursday. I'm here for you every Tuesday and Thursday, guys. So you can count on me at all times to show up for you. I've been through it all. I've gone through all the ups. I've gone through all the downs. But I love to share with you guys the experiences. So I love you guys. I will see you guys on the next call, which is Tuesday. I'll actually be in New York, which I'm looking forward to. And I'll be able to share with you guys some more amazing things. All right. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. God bless you guys. I love you all. And I hope you guys have a beautiful weekend. God bless, fam. Thank you, fam.